Or I get a lot of questions about doing some analysis on Bitcoin. I started tracking it in December, and the reason I started tracking it in December is because the psychology that drives every other market started to print certain patterns that have stood the test of time in other markets, and it made this a lot more predictable as a tradable market, potentially a tradable market. So there's been lots and lots of predictions I've made on this, and I've been right every time. But if, a few weeks ago, I put out a post saying that we're down coiling in this major previous support level. So we found support at this level down here at 90, 65.30s. We then tested again, failed to break below. We then tested again. And as we tested this time, we started to coil, which means that we're likely to see a little relief rally, a breakout to the upside. And I said this could be the rally that all of those sort of fingers crossed traders are hoping for, those Bitcoin buyers. And yesterday we broke to the upside. You see, we rallied out. So we got that relief rally. And so that was predictable. And now I'm going to share with you another prediction on this market because it's put in another pattern that stood the test of time on other markets. And you can see, depending on the close today, if we put in this high test candle wick and we open and close in the lower third of this candle, just based on my own analysis, previous structure, we got some fib ratios in here as well. If we close like this, I'm going to predict that we're likely to push down to 6,900. Okay, so we're likely to test that 6,900 level, which is not only a major fib retracement level, but it's also previous structure resistance as well. So likely to see a pullback. Let's see if this plays out. And if it does play out, then, and we do get this pullback, this is where we're going to either see some support and a rally to the upside, or we just continue to consolidate. But what we're putting in also is another pattern which is called a head and shoulders. So this is an inverted head and shoulders. We've got the first shoulder here, neckline, head, neckline, second shoulder. We've broken the neckline. Okay, broken the neckline. So if we do push down to this level and we do, my prediction does play out and we test down here at 6,900, then if we do test this level, then we're likely to retest this high. So that's a long way I've predicted into the future there, and we've got to wait and see what happens, but this isn't witchcraft. Contrary to popular beliefs, the patterns that happen in all of the markets are not random. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen next, but there's certain patterns when they play out in certain ways, they have a very, very high probability of being right, which allows us to make money out of the markets if we can be consistent and disciplined, which is what we teach. So looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Keep your eye on it and shoot me a message.